lift that up and do the same thing on the other side. So this is relatively easy. The only hard part is sometimes it gets stuck right here and it doesn't want to come off. So now I can just lift up, and you may want to go ahead and create some separation right here as well on the bottom. So let's do that, and this should just pop up really easily now. Alright, excellent. Now let's pull this off. Right here may get stuck along the touchpad. Great! This is what it looks like. Now we want to remove the bumpers right here. And this is easy as well. And it doesn't require a lot of effort or force. So just in the middle here, let's lift up, pop up, boom. So this is the L one. Let's remove that, put that to the side. Now let's do the R one. Let's just go in the middle, lift up. Doesn't take a lot of force whatsoever. So if you are exerting yourself, be careful, you might be breaking your controller. Now when you take this off, you're going to expose some screws right here. You're going to need to remove, plus additional ones on the bottom where you remove the face cover. So let's use my screwdriver now and remove those. I would say remove it kind of like this first. If you're lifting up your controller like this and you're trying to remove it, well, there's a chance that when you actually get the screw out, it's going to fall back into your controller. So I'd say put it on the ground kind of like this, facing down, and then remove it. So let's remove these 4 screws and then continue. And if you have a slightly magnetic screwdriver, this will be very helpful, removing these screws. Alright, here's the last screw. And another thing I want to say is, if you're accidentally pressing the PlayStation button right here, your controller is going to turn on your PlayStation 5. And that can get a little bit annoying, so you may want to disconnect your PlayStation 5 from the wall outlet, otherwise it's going to continue to turn on. Okay, so all 4 screws are removed, and I'm going to place those to the side. Now what we want to do is create some separation on the edges of the controller right here. So let's take my tool and just kind of move it along the side here and go up and down, and just create some separation on the top here. Okay, so there's a little bit of a gap. Now let's do the same on this side. So this is looking good. And once we have separation right there, now what we want to do is focus near the microphone. And there's going to be 2 little things we have to lift up. So let's just slide this tool right in between those. Just like that. And just like that. Perfect. As you can see, it kind of went down after that. The sides are looking good. Perfect. Now let's flip our controller over and then lift up and towards the triggers. And it should just come off easily now. Just like this. And looks like it's kind of hanging up. Perfect. So that came off relatively easy. Now here's our battery. You may be removing your cover, maybe to spray paint it, or you may be wanting to remove the battery and replace your battery, so you can lift up your battery right here. And then be careful when removing this. Now I have this cool little pliers like this, otherwise you can use your hands. If you're going to be gripping the wires, be extremely careful when doing that. Now with these, it kind of makes it a little bit easier because I can get right under it and then slowly lift up. You don't want to rip those wires, otherwise you are going to have to buy a new battery. So once you get this up and out of the way, you should be good to go. And just about got it. Be very careful. And it has removed that. Alright, so here's your battery. You're going to be replacing that. Then you got 1 screw here for the battery cover. So let's just go ahead and do that on the video as well. And I'll just show you this board. So you got 1 screw right here. Okay, so I kind of lifted that up. Now another thing you got to be aware about is the microphone right here. You may have to just lift this up and out of the way. So you can easily just detach it right here. There's a little wire. Just be careful. And this entire thing should lift up. And boom, this is what it looks like underneath. Then if you're going to remove this, you'll have a wire right here, here, and the sides. Then you should be able to get to your thumbsticks relatively easily. So let's just remove those as well. And you may have to like lift up on some of these. Alright, so let's remove this. Okay, so that's removed. Now let's get this little one down here. Okay, so I got that one too. Now the sides. Okay, so this one's lifting up. Just be very careful. Now let's get this one. Alright, so everything should be removed now. And I should be able to pull this through the front. So let's just slowly bring this up. And boom. Now you have access to your thumbsticks right here on the sides. So if you want to go ahead and fix those, if there's any kind of issues, as well as the USB port right here. So these should just pop off too, just like that. If you're having problems with your thumbsticks, that's how you go ahead and access those. So hopefully this video did indeed help you take apart your PlayStation 5 controller. If it did, go and leave it a big thumbs up.